It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Pang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah.
Wow. Bill, do you have your little claw thing to give it away?
I was just reaching for it. We are on the same page. See, I got the keys, and I took the top off the Maybach.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Happy number 145.
In loving memory of my rubber duckies.
And we're going to get into that in a second here because wow. Okay, first of all, there's a bunch of disrespect going on in hip-hop, and T.I. has had enough of it. Can you believe there's disrespect in hip-hop? That never happens. We also finally found out who bit Beyonce. That was revealed. We'll get into that in a second. What's the secret to happiness? Would you kiss on the first date? We got a lot of great quality content for you today. And one thing I will say about the Cubicle Show is we are living on the edge of the brink of cancellation. You just never know.
We're back for another day. Today will be a ketchup slices episode.
Yes. Listen,
not a Heineken
it's
episode.
more about ketchup slices.
Mm-hmm. We have a range. We have a spectrum.
Yes.
That we want to stay. Ketchup slices are good. Heineken's bad.
We're finally graded on a curve.
Right.
Which is
Heineken symbolically, not the Heineken brand. Just these are story ideals that we hold to.
Yes. All right. So let's get into this. First things first. Let's talk about the Catch Me Outside girl. Which is just absolutely ridiculous because she is just like blowing on up. She basically is the reason why Dr. Phil's even a thing nowadays. If it wasn't for her, Dr. Phil wouldn't be around. It wasn't Oprah that did that or anything. But so she just got a plaque for her song, like Gucci Flip Flop, or what's it called?
No, it's Hi Bish.
Oh, the Hi Bish. Well, her new song is called Gucci Flip Flop, then with Lil Yachty.
Gucci Flip Flops.
Well, anyways, her song Hi Bish was just certified gold. That means the equivalent of 500,000 units of it, so mostly streams. She's going out on tour, so she is becoming an artist.
She's a superstar. She's a certified superstar. Bad Bobby, Danielle Berg, the Cash Me Out Date Dog.
Thank you.
You know what?
We're going to get you back over here in a little bit, Jake. But
I will take this, since it's snack time.
Thank you. So, what about her? She's a superstar now?
Yeah, she got a gold record.
Who?
Danielle Berg, no. Bad Bobby, Catch Me Outside. The catchphrase that named a generation.
Now, she's also signed to Atlantic.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the Atlantic rep that we know?
I have no idea. But does that mean they're going to do an album, or do you think they're just going to continue to push these little singles out for her?
They're probably going to continue to push the little singles.
Are they hoping she's going to be the next Cardi B?
Oh, my God. See, the sad thing is I could see that being totally possible.
That's what they're saying behind doors.
I think that's what they're looking at, and they're trying to gauge her success right now. She got to go wreck it. So,
like, she's like 14 years old.
Yeah, that means she's got a lot of life ahead of her and a lot of future to corrupt. You know what I mean? They could get right inside of her brain by way of getting inside of her pockets with money. It's a sad story.
Yo, what up, Stanley?
Stanley! 3 shots. What did he say? Secret to happiness is 3 shots of espresso in my Dunkin' iced coffee. Do you work for Dunkin', Stan? Or do you just like Dunkin' a lot?
See, I don't drink coffee.
I drink coffee.
I'm not a coffee person.
I don't feel like getting yelled at by G-Dog again today, so I'm not going to say where I get my coffee from.
Stream check.
I will say it. I say it on other streams, but when people can hear me.
Who bit
Beyonce in the face?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is the celebrity gossip caper of 2018. What a freaking weird story. And there are so many moving parts to
Oh, what's in here, Jake? Oh, another Tide Pod. Thank you.
Wow.
All I know is I'm getting all this stuff to do my laundry.
Clean teeth. So, where was I?
We were talking about Beyonce. Who better? It's the crazy
Yeah, the
story.
celebrity caper of 2018. There's a lot going on in the story, a lot of moving parts. So here's what we know. Tiffany Haddish claimed that back in December, she was at an after party for one of Jay-Z's shows. Right? So she says that she saw Beyonce grab Jay-Z and drag him off in a huff. Like, she was pissed off. And then she said that some friend of Beyonce's came up to her and said that an unnamed actress, bit Beyonce on the face. Now, at this point, this friend of Beyonce's is saying to Tiffany Haddish the name of the actress, but Tiffany will not release the name. She's saying, I'm not going to mention who that is. Okay. But now, according to sources close to Tiffany, we have it on reasonable authority that this actress is none other than, do you have any guesses?
I know who it is.
So, okay, so then never mind.
No, I don't.
It is Sanaa Lathan.
Oh.
That is who they claim bit Beyonce on the face, and here's why. Because she purportedly went up to Jay-Z.
She smoked bath salt?
That actually is part of the story.
Oh, God. Okay,
Beyonce said she was on drugs. Now, again, this is all running through the filter of Tiffany Haddish and sources close to her. But she went up to Jay-Z, was saying or doing some things that Beyonce didn't like, which is why Beyonce, I guess, grabbed Jay-Z and ran off. But in so doing, or during this interaction, Sanaa was like, oh, no, I didn't mean anything by it. It was just in a gesture of good faith to demonstrate that she was joking or didn't mean anything. She gave Beyonce a jokey bite on the face. So then, apparently, again, according to Tiffany Haddish, Beyonce then came up to her later and said, yes, she did bite me on the face. But Tiffany was like, well, I'm going to fight her for her. I'm going to knock her out for you. And Beyonce was like, no. She don't do that because she's not normally like that. She was just on drugs.
Bath salt.
Bath salts.
If I get bath salt, right?
Bath salt.
And I smoke it, will you be locked in a room with me to make sure I don't harm myself or anybody else, but record it and we can document it?
No, that stuff gives you superhuman strength.
Well, then you and Jake
bath salt me up too, and then we keep track of each other.
Jake, do you want to smoke bath salt with us?
Smoke bath salts?
Yeah, so we could go eat some face.
I don't want to smoke it. No. Who's smoking bath salts?
That's why people are zombieing out and Walking Dead in real life,
like
bro.
6 years ago. Don't you remember?
Tide Pods for
6 years ago.
Bath salt was the original
5.
Tide Pod.
That's old school, man. You got to step into the new times. Adapt. It's 2018.
Yeah, because there are much more pressing problems going on in 2018, right, Jake?
Do you want to talk about this?
Yeah, I want to bring it all up. I'm gonna, and if anybody comes over and tells me to keep the volume down, I'm gonna take them over to your Ducky guillotine and show them what's up today, because I'm not having it.
I found out this morning that children are being affected by the mold inside of the rubber duckies. The rubber duckies that sit inside of your family bathtub and go unnoticed.
You just found this out. You know this is old news, right?
Well, I just found out, so I decided to take action, which is something that you apparently didn't think was important enough to do.
I don't have a child.
I've already decided to decapitate every
have a child or ducks.
rubber ducky that I can possibly get my hands on. There's one.
Look at.
Here's another one.
Wow.
And if you have rubber duckies that have been in the family for a while that might have some mold, I'm happy to do Ducky Cleanse 2018. You can drop them off here at 6 Johnson Road in Latham. Can we say the address on this video?
Yeah.
6 Johnson Road in Latham. Bring them here. Attention, Jake. I'll decapitate the
And that's just fine. That is just ducky even, because these people are willingly submitting their ducks for vivisection. However, I found out by way of a Facebook live stream from the Fly92.3 Facebook page that my B95.5 duck, which I've had on my desk since 2013, I used to have like 5 of them, and they've slowly disappeared. I don't know what person with a duck fetish is freaking been taking my ducks, but this was the last remaining one, and he chopped its head off with scissors on the live stream, right? And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? It's fine. I didn't really care about that duck that much, but maybe I should go. Maybe I should go get my chicken duck, because I had a chicken duck that I got at the mall a few years ago. So then I see another notification on my phone later that Fly has gone live again, and it's Christy talking about how Jake's looking for more ducks, and I was like, oh no.
Can you come here?
Oh no! And look what happened. This is. I caught him in the act. Here, you can roll the tape. Roll the tape real quick and show him what he did.
Done.
Every hour on the hour, I'm chopping ducky heads until the
Oh no!
Stop! Don't show him everything.
Look what he did to my duck. Christy, get over here quick. Okay.
Look at this murderer.
Say goodbye to the duck.
Look at that.
Stop looking at the. Don't look at it anymore.
Duck.
That's how
This is not over.
I am not proud of the actual video, but I'm going to keep doing it because it's worth it. It actually looks like my hand.
Then he taped them back together. He put the big. Now this is admittedly kind of funny. This duck now has a giant head, but look at this. Look at this hack job he did. All right, look, it's hanging on by a.
He's Sid from the Toy Story, mixing up toys and stuff.
Listen, I'm making things better this morning. Eat your Tide Pods and be happy, boys. Okay?
All All right. Thank you, Jake, for the Tide Pods.
What I want to know is, if Jake heard a story from News 10 about Alfred E Newman statues being dangerous for your children, would he come to my desk and just be like, you know what? I think we're going to just smash all the statues. Because, you know what? When it comes to the Ducks, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. But if it was something that I was actually interested in...
Why don't you go, just arrest them?
Because it's broken. I'm no longer the sheriff.
So you're no longer a sheriff. Oh,
but then I would be legitimately pissed. And I would probably... I was thinking, you know, what can I do to get back at him? I don't know, because no matter what I do, Jake's going to escalate it to ludicrous levels.
But... You know, that's just as crazy as this, Bat Salt makes you bite people. Is eating Tide Pods making you destroy people's toys?
I think we found the connection.
Because there's only mold in a duck if it's, possibly in water.
Yeah.
If it's not in water,
does this look like it's ever been in water to you?
See, that's the problem. Also, the problem is that this is also an old story. Oh, that was Luke laugh. I mean that one.
I'm not laughing.
He's on one right now. So, now we got to talk about the secret to happiness since you are so mad. What is the secret to happiness, Bill? Tell the people what they.
Well, according to the most recent study on happiness, because they do these things 5 times a year, where they'll put out the secret to happiness is getting enough sleep. Secret to happiness is going to the zoo and looking at the snakes. The secret to happiness is, this time, using the internet every day.
Right. You know what the real secret to happiness is?
What's the real secret to happiness?
There is no happiness.
Whoa.
The secret is don't expect to be happy.
You say happiness is a lie?
Listen, if you have your expectations low, even if somebody just says hi to you, that'll make your day good. So set it low. So then it can only get better.
So go as low as you can.
There is no
Once
happiness.
you're at the bottom, there's only up.
You'll never reach happiness. Not even if you have all the money in the world. Or your dream girl, because like we were talking about last week, somehow you still get bored of them. Oh, god damn. I feel like I dig holes sometimes, for stuff that can be held against me in future relationships and stuff sometimes.
But it doesn't matter, because none of it matters. We just covered all that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There is no
Nothing
happiness. I'll never be
no
happy.
Happiness. Everything, love is a lie. You think you found love, and all you found was a setup for heartache, heartbreak, disaster, and despair.
All right.
So once you accept that...
Since we're talking about relationships, how do you feel about kissing on the first date? Because Martha Stewart says she kisses on the first date because, quote, how else are you going to get to know them fast?
The conversation?
Yeah, that's one thing.
How do you get to know somebody by kissing them? Not that I don't actually object to kissing on the first date. I think that's fine.
No, if the vibe is right and you ride the wave, then yeah.
If it feels good, if the moment's there, as long as you have consent, make sure I would recommend, especially if you're a guy these days.
Ask if you can kiss them.
No, that's good. That's a good step. The thought's
can
right.
I kiss you?
Bring a kissing contract. You got to get written permission these days so that you have it. Notarized legally. You take them to the office, you get a witness that she said, yes, you may kiss me on the mouth, because you never know when people change their minds. I didn't. It turns out that wasn't a very good kiss. I'm gonna pretend like I never gave consent. And who are they gonna believe? The innocent victim here, or the aggressive, brutal sexual harasser? So get it in writing. I just like that. Couldn't hear it. And then I looked at what you played, and that's funny. Yeah.
So usually we would end on the stay wokeness of the wokeness that you just heard, but we kind of got derailed a little bit, but that's all good. So I guess we'll close out the show really right now with disrespect in hip-hop. And before we touch on this, I can see why there's the disrespect, people are saying it. There's that whole thing with Lil Xan that recently happened. Is that in the story that you're going to read?
Yeah, that's what it revolves around.
Okay, so then you go, and then I'll say what I want to say about Lil Xan, too.
T.I. So he says, quote, for us, we actually had to go, as a background, T.I. is not happy with the younger generation of rappers. disrespecting their elders, basically. He says, for us, we actually had to go out there. The things that you hear me rapping about, these are things that I actually had to live through. I had to go out here and do these things, and I earned the right to speak about them. So he's referencing Lil Xan and how Lil Xan said Tupac music was boring and that it was a 2 out of 9. He went on to say, Lil Xan has never really taken the time out. He's not aware of how much work actually went into making it, where Pac made it, where Biggie made it. So that's the story. There's
all right, so first of all, there's always been disrespect in hip-hop. The younger people have always disrespected the older people. The older people have always looked down and disrespected the younger people. It's the ongoing
Sounds like a microcosm of human life.
Yes, it's happened nonstop. When T.I. was coming up, people were looking at T.I. like, who's this guy? Like, nobody wants to hear this Southern crap. You know what I mean? Like, and now T.I. is one of the main people that are speaking, and he's saying the same way that people talk about T.I. is how he's talking about the new generation. Do I think that there is a lot of disrespect from the younger generation to the older people? Yes, but if the older people aren't extending the hand to help guide them, then it's fine. Like when you have certain artists that are helping the younger people, I think like you see a difference in those people.
Well,
right?
But who, you know what we got when T.I. decided to help the younger generation?
What?
Iggy Azalea. So
yeah. But look at Kanye West.
True. Yeah, I just wanted to make an
Kid
Iggy Azalea
Cudi.
joke. You're right.
Travis Scott.
That's
so
true.
I think it depends on the artist. I mean,
I also don't like. I want to point this out too, unless you have more to say.
I want to say something about Lil Xan that has nothing to do with this. But anyways, we shouldn't be surprised that there's disrespect.
Yeah,
that's all. Like
it's
my
part
whole
of the
point is.
game.
Yeah.
Plus, if you want to say like you don't know how hard it was for like Tupac or Biggie to make it back in the day, that's true. He probably doesn't know that. But also today, when he's talking about all these kids, basically, I can see him like waving his cane and shaking his fist, going, "These kids don't
Get off
understand.
my damn lawn!
They don't know how hard it was because all they do is gotta go on YouTube." But like, think about it this way, right?
Do their Googles.
It's easier to get exposure nowadays, but it's also easier for everyone to get exposure.
Yeah.
So you're competing with a bigger talent pool.
Yeah.
You got to get just as lucky. Basically, that's what it comes down to: is you got to be good, and you also got to get lucky and be noticed. And it's hard to be noticed in a sea of millions of people who have their own YouTube channels at their disposal on demand.
Yeah.
So their struggles are just different.
Then
ones.
you got people that didn't even start off as artists that are now artists. Like
Right.
you got the Bad Bobby,
Right.
the Danielle
Oh my God.
I don't know, that girl.
Yeah,
then you
people
also
like
got
that.
like Logan Paul. He's another person that's putting out songs. He put out a song with Gucci Mane and all that stuff. It's like these guys aren't even artists and they're putting out songs. So then somebody that's an actual artist, it could be harder for somebody to compete against somebody that already has such a huge following.
That's
so,
right.
G-Dog.
There he is.
Put some auto-tune on a song and let's go in and sing it. And
Hey.
you can produce it, Scott.
Okay.
And Bill and I will do a song together.
Oh,
We'll do a duet.
wow.
Wow, please.
What would it be called? The
Let's do our
ketchup
version
slices.
of The Middle from Maren Morrison.
Please. Please. And then, oh, please.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
And if you auto-tune it properly, it will sound amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Stay tuned, people.
No?
I'm all about it.
Let's
I'm
do
going to
it.
try to find the instrumental today. And I have auto-tune as well. Oh, good times.
I don't even need auto-tune. I don't know what you're on about.
Oh, and then I wanted to say, so Lil Xan's definitely on his little cleanup tour right now for those Tupac comments, because I saw a video last night of him playing Tupac's California Love at his show. So it looks like he's stopping in the middle of the show, then playing California Love, kind of rapping along with it, and then that's it. So I think that's his way
That's
of trying to
kinda
clean
cringy.
it up, but it's like,
Not a good look.
yeah. I was thinking
it's
that
about as bad a look as this. It's
the
freaking
least he could do
disaster.
is be like, you know, in the California Love when he's like, in the city of Compton or whatever, he could say the city that they're in, like,
Yeah.
in the city of
City of
Tucson,
Tucson. Like Tucson, Arizona. Is that what you're getting at?
No, I wasn't thinking Arizona,
Oh,
but
Tus-
sure.
in Tuscany.
I
Is
don't
that in
know.
like Italy?
I have no idea.
He's going on his world tour. He's going to Tuscany. He's going to the Ottoman Empire.
I was trying to think of a
The Holy
very
Roman
random
Empire.
It's
place.
Tucson, Connecticut.
Is there a Tucson in Connecticut?
No.
No.
Oh. I know that John knows all about New England because he's all about New England.
All right. So, with that being
I'm so mad about these ducks. And it's
Level.
not even really about.
Level.
Did
The
you
level
not hear
meter.
what? Did you
Level
not hear what I
meter.
said
Level
earlier about
meter.
if anybody tried to get me to quiet down today, I'm going to take them over to the freaking paper cutter and show them what Jake does to
This
ducks.
matches my shirt.
Because. Yeah, it does. All right, that calmed me down a little bit.
What is your problem?
Okay, so
There's
Jake,
no need for you to
did
be
you
so
did you
loud.
see what Jake did to my rubber
Okay,
duckies?
lower your voice.
Did you see what Jake did to my
You're
rubber
gonna
duckies?
get kicked out
Did
of the
you?
cube.
All right, you know what? You're gonna
You
get.
know, I have every authority.
No,
I have the
no,
authority.
shut that. We're gonna shut it down.
I have
We're
the
shut it down now.
authority to actually send you home for being
You
loud.
you sure could.
Like, go to the principal's
You know what?
office.
Yeah. You know what? You're gonna give me a detention,
You go to
suspend me
Bev.
from school. Yeah. Go to.
Go to Bev's office.
Put this over that. Fucking
Oh,
shitty-
no.
Sorry.
Oh,
That-
wow.
Look, he has the authority.
He's
to
got
use
wow,
whatever
he just
language he wants.
demonstrated that to the effect. And that's boss privilege.
That's a real bad Bobby right there.
All right, so with that being said, you can
Bad
catch us
Johnny.
Monday through. We're definitely back tomorrow.
Yeah,
With
after
that being
that
said,
one.
we are finishing out
Yeah.
the week for sure. There's no doubt about that. We'll be back tomorrow, Monday through Thursday, on the Jams Facebook page at 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time zone that matters.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got one. Boy!